It's over, Jean. Give me back my son.
Don't you mean our son?
Jean, you look so different.
I did a little something with my hair and my
Are
lips.
those thigh highs?
So you noticed those two?
Okay, Scott, take the shot.
What did you think of them?
She's standing right there, Scott. Take the shot.
Do you like my open bust dress?
Oh, God, yeah.
What the hell is wrong with you? Blast this harpy!
I'm sorry, guys, but I can't.
The shrew has been forged from brimstone. Translation?
He said she's an evil clone. I hear you. Counterpoint? She's really hot.
Damn it, Summers! Reject women! Embrace magnetism! Can't you see how evil she is?
I'm going for the goth girlfriend look.
Okay, guys, I know she's an evil clone, but she is the mother of my child. To be honest, this situation is confusing as hell for me. I'm tapping out.
Tapping out?
You're an X-Man. You can't tap out. Dude, I'm tapping out.
What would Charles think of this treason?
Professor?
You're like a son to me, Scott. I trust you with my very life. I want you to know that I keep a gun in the arm of my chair. It's always with me, Scott. I sleep with it. I dream about it. You can never be too careful around these students.
It's not working. He keeps talking about guns.
Guns?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right.
Are you sure this isn't his evil clone?
Kind of hinted it was for his self-defense.
Guns are nothing before my might. What about wooden guns? Silence!
You don't think the professor actually used it, do you? Do I think the professor shot someone? No, of course not. That's like totally ridiculous. Besides, we would have heard about it.
Could have just wiped your memories.
What?
He could have shot someone, then wiped everyone's memories about the event. It would have been easy for him.
This is a terrifying thought.
Don't listen to her, Scott.
Join me, Scott. The Goblin Queen needs a king.
Not gonna lie, Goblin Queen is kind of weird, but I'm in.
Step away from her, you fool!
I'm kind of bricked up at the moment.
Don't worry, Summers. I know this ain't easy. That's why I offer myself as a sacrifice. Do what you want to me, Jean. Make me your freaky sex puppet for all I care. Just let Summers go! What a noble gesture!
He is truly the best of us.
Tie me up, slap me, step on me. It's all right. My ego ain't that big. Just leave the kid out of this.
I know what you're doing.
You ain't gotta thank me, Scott. You know, I really should have said this sooner, but you're like a brother to me.
You've always had a thing for her.
Charles would have been proud of you, kid. I know I sure as hell am.
You can't just live out your sick fantasies with my fake goth girlfriend.
Your words can no longer reach him. His heart is set.
We shall remember you, Logan. We shall remember you.
So, Jean, how do you want to do this? Should I take off the spandex now, or...
Sorry, Logan, but you're a little short for my taste. Not to mention a furry.
Furries deserve love. Where is that blasted salami? Ah, there it is. All it needs is slicing.
Hey, Logan.
Hey, Summers, how's it?
Dear God! What the hell are you doing?
Something wrong?
You're using your claws!
Nothing gets past you, does it?
Those claws go inside your body!
Yeah, I kind of
And
noticed.
you're preparing food with them?
I was until you showed
Let
up.
me ask you something, Logan. Is your body sterile?
My little boys swim straight, Summers.
Do you even wash
They're
them?
not out in the shower, pal. Don't want to damage the goods.
Why don't you just use a knife?
A knife?
Yeah, a knife!
I'm the Wolverine. I am the knife.
That probably sounded a lot cooler in your head.
What's going on here?
Wolverine's cutting food with his claws.
His claws? Ah, this explains everything.
What do you mean?
Well, a student died last week.
What?
Yes, they died. From adamantium poisoning. Nasty way to go.
Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't want it affecting your performance.
His performance?
You see, when you're running a team of dangerous mutants like I am, accidents happen. It's part of the business. And naturally, you have to weigh the good against the bad. The good, Wolverine fights our enemies, and he's damn good at it. The bad, he kills kids.
What?
Oh, don't look at me like that, Logan. I'm not even mad. In fact, I'm relieved. I had a few, shall we say, unsavory theories about how that adamantium got in there.
I killed kids?
Goodness, no. It was just the one kid. And he didn't even have a good mutant power. I think he could talk to pigeons or something.
I can't live with myself.
Oh, don't be like that. It's not the first time this sort of thing has happened. Isn't that right, Scott?
What?
Scott, my boy, don't pretend that you forgot blasting little Timmy's head off. Remember, you were teaching class and he had a question, and you leant over his desk to help, but your glasses fell off?
Oh my God.
That's right, point blank optic blast right to the face. Poor little bastard never stood a chance. You really don't remember.
This is... Oh my God. The nightmares, the horrible nightmares, they all make sense!
Oh, that's right, I erased your memories. Couldn't let my star teacher suffer a nervous breakdown. Goodness knows I don't want to teach these kids. Anyway, enjoy your sandwich.
So, like, how thick are those salami slices? Because if you're using your claws, then they must at least be as thick as the distance between your knuckles, right?
This is it, my X-Men. I don't have long left. Let me see your faces one last time.
We're here for you, Charles.
Wolverine, you have found a family. Scott, Jean, you are like my children. I am proud of you all, my X-Men.
Charles, wait! You can't die yet! Do me! Do me!
What is it, Hank?
Well, I couldn't help but notice that you forgot me.
I didn't didn't forget you.
Look, I know you have brain cancer, I get that. It sucks, but you actually did forget me.
Do you really want me to say
Lay
it?
it on me, Charles. I'm ready.
You want me to do this right now, in front of everyone?
More than anything.
Okay, fine. Hank, I never loved you.
What?
I never loved you, Hank. I've been quietly resenting you for years.
But why?
Why? Okay, let's see. Where should I start? You scare kids.
Scare kids? I have been nothing but polite to the students.
You're a giant blue monster, Hank. You give them trauma. Deep, disturbing, psychological trauma. And scared kids are bad for business.
Charles, you capitalist.
I had to fix them, you know. I had to hop on Cerebro and fix them. Wipe out their freaky nightmares of you chasing them naked down a corridor doing God knows what.
I beg your pardon?
Do you know what happens if you use Cerebro too much, Hank? Well, you're looking at it. Brain cancer. That's right. You gave me brain cancer.
That seems a little unfair.
You made the X-Men orphans, Hank. Wolverine cried because of you.
I just got something in my eye. I refuse to listen to this when you invited Magneto. Like he's standing right there, the man that attacked us at least a dozen times. But I'm the villain?
That is correct. My only regret is that Magneto never managed to kill you, Hank. Even if he took a few of the others out in the process, it probably would have been a net positive.
A net positive?
Net positive.
Magneto killing me is a net positive?
I would assume so, yes.
Screw you, Charles. Just hurry up and die already.
He truly is a beast. Magnus, you devil.
Charles. I'm joining the Avengers.
Join me, my X-Men, and let us rule over the humans. You're not a god, Magnus.
Your way doesn't work, Charles, but perhaps his does.
Will any of you join me?
I will, Magneto. For a better tomorrow.
Anyone?
Use me as you see fit.
I've got dental.
Can you not hear me?
No, I can hear you.
Well, I want to join you.
Let me get back to you on that.
Perhaps you're unfamiliar with my powers. It has been a while since we last clashed.
I know about your powers.
Okay, well then you should know I've got superhuman strength.
So does Rogue.
I'm a brilliant scientist.
You've turned yourself into a monster.
I've got sharp fangs.
Yeah, my dental plan isn't covering that.
Fine, I'll just stay where I am.
No, Hank, you were right. Join Magneto. He's not joining. Oh, yes, he is. No, I insist. Throw in Jean and we've got a deal. We're not playing that game, you sly bastard. How about we flip a coin? Flip a coin with the Master of Magnetism. Fair point.
Guys, do none of you want me? Well, you are kind of always lecturing us, and not in an interesting, fun way, more like an arrogant piece of shit way. You get fur everywhere.
You experiment on aliens. He does what? Oh, yes. He has his own little space prison where he injects aliens with all kinds of stuff. Glorified torture, really. His morality has been on a downward spiral for the past few years. But to be honest, the fur thing is much more troublesome.
You know about that?
He's standing right there, Charles. We could just... You know, in front of the other X-Men, persistent problems require permanent solutions. It seems a tad extreme. Think of it as a fun team-building exercise.
Listen to your heart, Professor. Whatever you decide, we're with you. Whatever you decide.
Is there really a downside to this?
Come on, guys. It's me, Beast. Sure, I might lecture a bit much, and I admit that alien torture incident wasn't my finest moment. My methods were... unconventional, that's for sure. And yeah, I did commit genocide that one time in a country in Central America, but hey, mistakes were made. We're a family, and families fight, but we fight together. X-Men forever!
Freeze him, Charles! Now go, my X-Men!